there's importance in your profound sighs. You must tell me, 'tis fit we understand them. Where is your son?
Let us speak a while later, in private, please.
Ah, good sir, what have I seen tonight?
What, Gertrude? How's Hamlet?
He is as mad as the sea in the wind, when both contend. Which is the mightier? In an insane rage, he hears something behind the tapestry. He whips out his rapier and cries, "A rat! A rat!" And in his brainish apprehension, he kills the unseen good old man.
Oh, this is terrible. It would have happened to me if I had been there. His freedom is a threat to everyone. Alas, how should this bloody deed be answered? I'm the one who will be blamed for his providence. I should have kept him, restrained and confined, this mad young man. But I loved him so much that I didn't want to think about what I had to do. But like the owner of a bad disease, it was kept hidden and continued to grow. Where is he gone?
To take away the body he has killed. Like his very madness, allows some morality to show, like a vein of gold in ore. Shows itself pure, he weeps for what it has done.
Oh, Gertrude, come away. As the sun sets, but we shall ship him hence, and this vile deed we must explain with all our majesty and skill, with countenance and excuse. Ho, Guildenstern! Friends both, go and find some further aid. Hamlet in madness has Polonius slain, and in his mother's bedroom has he dragged him. Go seek him out, speak nicely to him, and bring his body to the chapel. I pray you, be quick. Come, Gertrude. We'll call our wisest friends and let them know both what we are going to do and what has already been done. We need to go. My soul is full of shock and conflict.
The body is now safely hidden.
Hamlet, oh Lord Hamlet.
Oh, what is that subtle noise? Who calls for Hamlet? Oh, here they come.
My lord, what have you done with the dead body?
I've gotten it dirty from ashes and ashes and dust to dust.
But you must tell us where the body is so that we may properly bury it at the chapel.
Do not believe it.
Believe what?
Believe that I would keep my own secret rather than listen to your advice.
You think I'm a sponge, my lord?
Yes, sir. A sponge that soaks up the king's approval, his rewards, and his decisions. Officers like you give kings the best service that they can receive. He keeps them by his side and continuously takes advantage of them until he swallows them. When he needs the information you have found out, he can just squeeze you like a sponge and you will be his dry again.
I do not understand, my lord.
A knavish speech sleeps in a foolish ear.
But my lord, you must tell us where the body is and follow us to see the king.
The body is with the king, but the king is not with the body. The king is a mere thing.
A thing, my lord.
A thing of no importance. Take me to see him. Ready or not, here I come.
I have sent my men to look for Hamlet and to find the body. How dangerous it is that Hamlet is loose. Yet we must not put the strong law on him. Hamlet is loved by all who judge by appearance rather than reason. People pay attention to how severe the punishment rather than the severity of the crime. We must stay composed. When we send him away, it must seem calculated. We must recall a disease requires intense application, or not at all. Hey now, what happened?
My lord, we don't know where the body is bestowed. He is impenetrable.
But where is he?
Outside, guarded. He awaits your demands.
Bring him here. Now, Hamlet, where's Polonius?
At supper.
At supper? Where?
Not where he eats, but rather where he is eaten. A certain convocation of worms are eating him. Your worm are the emperors of all diets. We fatten all creatures for food. We fatten ourselves for maggots. Your fat king and your lean beggar are the same meal on the same table. That is all I will say.
Oh, no, 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 no.
A man may fish with a worm that ate a king, then eat the fish he catches with the worm.
What do you mean?
Nothing at all. I'm just trying to demonstrate that a king can move through the bowels of a beggar.
Where is Polonius?
In heaven, send hither to see. If your message cannot find him, maybe you should check hell. But if you don't find him in the next month, smell him as you upstairs into the lobby.
Go look for him there.
Don't hurry. He will stay in place.
Hamlet, I take care of you in the same proportion as how much you grieve for Polonius. For your own protection, I send you to England. With fiery quickness, prepare yourself. The mast has set sail, and the wind had helped. The servants wait. Go now to England.
To England.
Hamlet.
Good.
Yes, you should think that, even if you knew my purpose.
I know a terror that can read minds, but let's go to England. Farewell, dear mother.
I am as loving as your father, Hamlet.
You are my mother. You and mother are one in flesh. To England!
Follow him at foot and get on board quickly. Do not delay. Get Hamlet out of here tonight. Go away now. Everything is set. Make haste. King of England, if you are my ally, which you should be since you feel the damage Denmark has laid upon you in the past, so you should fear and respect me. As a result, you won't ignore my pleas, instructing you to kill Hamlet immediately. Please do so. The present death of Hamlet, do it, England. Now you've got to realize my innocence and believe that you're my friend, since you understand that the man who killed your father is also after me.
It appears that way, but tell me why you didn't take action against his crimes, especially when your safety and everything would encourage you to do so.
Oh, for two important reasons, which may seem trivial to you, but are major to me. The Queen, his mother, loves him deeply, and she is my life and soul, and I could not be without her. The other motive I have is because of the general public's love of him. They ignore his faults through their love for him, and turn them into graces. So should I say anything bad about him, it would hurt me, and not him.
And so I have lost my noble father. My sister has been driven mad. My sister, who was the most perfect girl beforehand, but my revenge will come.
Don't lose your sleep over that. You must not think that we are so flat and dull that we can be threatened and give up. You'll hear more about these plans. I loved you, Father, and we love ourselves. I hope that is enough. What is it? What is the news?
Letter from Hamlet, my lord. This one's for the Queen.
From Hamlet? Who brought them?
Sailors, my lord. So they say. I didn't see them. They were given to me by Claudio, who got them from the one who delivered them.
Laertes, you can hear this. Leave us. High and mighty one, you shall know I am naked in your kingdom. Tomorrow I shall beg to see your kingly eyes and tell you of my sudden and strange return. Hamlet. What does this mean? Are the rest coming back? Or is this a facade and no one has returned?
Do you recognize the handwriting?
It's Hamlet's. Naked? And in a postscript he adds, alone. Can you advise me?
I'm lost, but let him come. It warms my very heart that I should live and tell him, you did this.
If that's how you feel, Laertes. And how else could it have gone? Will you let me guide and direct you?
Yes, so long as you don't leave me to peace.
Just your own peace. If he has returned and no longer plans to travel, I will exploit him. And surely kill him. Even his mother will call it an accident.
I will let you make the decision. I only ask to use me as your instrument to kill him.
That's fine. You have been talked about a lot since your leave, and within earshot of Hamlet, for a specific quality in which you shine. Your other talents did not make him envious, but this one did, and in my opinion, best attribute.
What quality is that?
A ribbon in the cap of youth, yet an important one. For youth wears their light and fanciful clothing, as the older generation wears heavy clothing that represents their health and maturity. 2 months ago, I met a gentleman from Normandy. I fought against the French myself, and they ride back well on horseback. But this man was a magician on horseback. It was as if he was one with his horse. I could hardly believe the tricks he did.
From Normandy?
Yes, from Normandy.
I bet it was Lamont.
The very same.
I know him well. He's the homeland's ship.
He mentioned you to me, giving you a masterly report for art and exercise and fencing. You claimed few could match you in skill. Hamlet was so jealous of your skill that he could do nothing but beg for you to come over and play against him. Now the point is,
What is the point, my lord?
Laertes, was your father dear to you? Or are you like the painting of a sorrow, a face without a heart?
Why you ask this?
Not that I think you did not love your father, but I know love is begun by time, and that I see, as the days go by, time dampens the flame of love. The fire of love always burns itself out, and nothing stays the way it began. For goodness can grow too big and die from its own excess. We should do what we would, for this would changes, and hate abatements and delays as many as there are tongues, our hands, our accidents, and that this should is like a spendthrift sigh that hurts by easing. But to the quick of the ulcer, Hamlet comes back. What would you undertake to show yourself indeed your father's son, more than in words?
I will cut Hamlet's throat in church.
No place indeed should murder sanctuarize. Revenge should have no bounds. But, good Laertes, will you do this? Keep close within your chamber. Hamlet return shall know you have come home. We'll put on those shall praise your excellence and set a double varnish on the fame the Frenchman gave you. Bring you and find together and wager in your heels. He, being remiss, most generous, and free from all contriving, will not peruse the foils, so that with ease or with a little shuffling, you may choose a sword with a sharpened point, and in one thrust, avenge him for your father.
I will do it. And for that purpose, I will anoint my sword. I bought some oil. So poisonous that, but dip a knife in it. Where it draws blood, no medicine in the world can save the person who's scratched by it. I will touch my point with this contagion. That if I graze his skin slightly, it might be death.
Let's further think of this. Consider what time and what method may fit us to our shape. If this should fail and people found out about it, it was better to never have tried it. We should have a backup ready in case the first plan doesn't work. What do you think? We'll place bets on you and Hamlet. That's it. When the two of you have gotten all sweaty, keep him jumping around a lot for that purpose. Hamlet will ask for something to drink. I'll have a cup ready for him, and if he by chance escapes your venomous strike, our purpose may hold there. But wait, what's that sound?
The bad news just keeps on coming, one after another. Ophelia has drowned.
Drowned? Oh, where?
There's a willow that leans over the brook, that shows its white leaves in the glassy stream. There with fantastic garlands did she come, of crow flowers, nettles, daisies and long purples, that liberal shepherds give a grosser name. But our cold maids do, dead men's fingers call them. There on the pendant bows her coronet weeds, clambering to hang, and envious silver broke, when down her weedy trophies and herself fell into the weeping brook, her clothes spread wide, and mermaid-like, a while they bore her up, which time she chanted snatches of old lauds, as one incapable of her own distress, or like a creature native and endued unto that element, but long it could not be, till that long garments, heavy with their drink, pulled the poor wretch from her melodious lay to muddy death.
Alas, she's drowned.
Drown, drown.
Too much of water hath thou, poor Ophelia, and therefore I forbid my tears, but yet it is our trick. Nature custom holds, let shame said what it will. When this art gone, the woman will be out. Goodbye, my lord. I have some very words I could speak now, but my foolish tears are drumming them down.
Let's follow Gertrude. How much I have done to calm his rage. Now I fear that it will start again. Therefore, let's follow.